Hi there, my name is Danny, otherwise known as Danny the Explorer. And if you're watching this video, it's probably because you are on my sponsored bootcamp page. And this video is going to give you an overview on what to expect in the program. So real quick, sponsored bootcamp is my signature course. You will see that sponsored bootcamp is full of pre-recorded and pre-written lessons. Those are going to be all going at your own pace. The point is to help you build an empire as an influencer and build a scalable business as an influencer, whether that is a side hustle so that you can make more money, or you want to quit your 9 to 5 and jump into it full time. So I'm going to walk you through what everything looks like on Teachable. That is the platform that this course is hosted on, so that you can get a better idea on what to expect should you choose, and hopefully you do, to join the sponsored bootcamp program. So here we go. Once you purchase sponsored bootcamp, you will be brought to this page. This is where all the pre-recorded curriculum is housed. You get access to this for life. Everything is at your own pace, so there's no time limit on when you need to finish anything in here. And any updates I ever make on the curriculum, you will have. You never have to purchase this course again. It is yours. Congratulations. So let's get into it. The first section you'll see is start here. That's where we're just going to get you ready to go. The most important thing here is probably joining the Facebook group. That is where current and previous students get to communicate. This is actually a lot of students' favorite part about this course, because that's where you can post your questions. I'm active in the Facebook group, so you can talk to me in there as well, but it's like a forum for every single influencer problem you could possibly imagine yourself running into. It's a wonderful resource, and it's great to have a community that's going through this influencer journey with you. Once that's all said and done, you will start diving into the modules. So in Sponsored Bootcamp, there are 8 modules. Again, there are about 40 plus written and video lessons broken into these modules. I'm going to open one to kind of give you an idea of what's going on. So let's say you were on module 1, which is mindset and productivity, and you were going to look at lesson 1. So you would click here on review, and on every single lesson, I give you a little overview on what you can expect. I let you know if there's a workbook to go with the lesson. So not all lessons have workbooks, but a lot of them do. And then you will usually find a video, or if this was a written lesson, this is where all the written content would be. So then you could go ahead and you can play the video.
All right, hello.
Whoa, super loud. You'll be able to watch that. If there's any downloadables to go with the lessons, these will be here too. And this is something that's very important. Every single lesson has a next step. So your next steps are my way of taking what you just learned and applying them. If there's not necessarily something that you need to do and I just want you to move on to the next lesson, I will tell you, but think of these as little quick homework assignments. So I'm going to go back to the curriculum here. Okay, so module 1 is all about mindset and productivity. That's where we're going to think about your limiting beliefs as a creator, tackle those so that you could get into a really good headspace going into this career change that you are about to experience. Even if becoming an Instagram influencer is going to be a side hustle for you, you still have to have the mindset to be able to succeed in this space. And then I also go through all of my different productivity tips and tools so that you can stay on top of things now that you're going to be your own boss. But let's move on to module 2, because there's something in here that I do want to show you that is not in module 1. Module 2 is all about creating your unique brand. So we're going to be discussing who your ideal follower is, what your niche is, what your uniqueness factor is. We get into it. There's even a Lightroom editing tutorial that is probably 30 plus minutes long, all about how I edit photos. So you'll get some editing tips as well. But here's what I wanted to point out. Module 1 is the only one that doesn't have this, but the rest of the modules all have a module challenge. And so if the next steps after each lesson were like your mini homework assignment, think of this as kind of like your school project. Nobody's going to be looking at this except for you, but the module challenges are basically a way for you to take all of the lessons and combine everything that you learned and do some sort of action step right now that's going to progress your influencer career. I'm very important and passionate about the module challenges, as you can see by my fisting hand motions. Moving on to module 3, this one is broken up into several different sections. This is all about Instagram growth. So we go over adding value, how to read your insights, how to properly research hashtags. We go into Instagram SEO, Instagram's new features. This is always changing because Instagram is always changing, but right now we have Instagram guides and of course, everything you need to know about Reels. In here, I actually have all the information that I received from an Instagram Reels expert that works at Instagram on what they say creators need to do to create successful Reels. So that's pretty cool. That's in there. And then we go into tips for increasing engagement too. Going right into module 4, this is where we're going to start preparing you to make money as a creator by having you focus on creating a really good portfolio. So free versus paid work, what brands look for in influencers, what should be in your portfolio, websites and blogs, all of that stuff is in here. Module 5 is pricing. So this is where you will be able to get help on determining your rates as an influencer. We have everything from the pricing basics to when you should charge more, how to upsell brands, how to create packages that are unique to your services. And then module 6 is all about the actual pitch itself. You get a bunch of email templates from me telling you exactly what to say. They're all fill in the blank so that you can just send your pitches to brands. I give you media kit template, case studies template, a pitch deck template, and I of course give you ways on how to edit them so that you're not just willy-nilly putting everything you can into the templates. I even get into finding contacts for brand deals. So my best tips for that. You even get a template for pitching hotels and Airbnb stays, which I think is pretty awesome. I am biased though, because I am the coach in here. And all of this is so that you can pitch brands and then hopefully get a reply back. And that'll shoot you right into negotiating your brand deals. Once you land here, you will find that module 7 is pretty hefty. And that is because negotiating is a lot of work. And I normally find that negotiating is where a lot of influencers have trouble because they get nervous asking for money. So I made it as easy as possible for you by doing a lesson on negotiating. And then I gave you a bunch of templates for different scenarios that you might encounter with brands. So what if a brand responds to your pitch? What if a brand gives you their budget? What if a brand asks you to post about a free product, but you want to get paid for that? I have an email template for all of it. What a lot of students tend to love though is this section right here. So negotiation email scripts. It's a large PDF document where I have literally copy and pasted my emails that I have had with brands. Anonymity is in there, but it's to show you what I have said to brands in money conversations so that you can see how brands typically speak to influencers and what a response looks like if you want to actually get money and ask for more money. So lots of students tend to love this because they get to see, oh, okay, that's how she used the template. Oh, that's how she asked for money. Oh, that's when she knew how to ask for more money. So it just helps everything click and come together. And then the next section is about contracts. So you'll get everything so that you understand legally where a contract should be in your favor. Obviously, I can't say that this is legal advice, it's just for educational purposes, but basically, I want to make sure that all of my students don't get caught in signing away contracts that maybe leave money on the table. So I have you covered in this section. And then the last part of module 7 is actually wrapping up a brand deal. The purpose is you want to be able to create long-term relationships with the brands you work with, right? So you could continue to make money from brand deals in the future with some awesome clients who love you. So we go into all of that, and there's some more email scripts and templates included in there. And then we even go into invoicing clients, etc. Module 8 is where we talk about taking your business to the next level. So I give you a taxes overview, another overview on more ways to monetize your page, and even how to start your email list. And then just going down to all these awesome bonuses. These are my favorite parts of the course. So the first bonus that we have is all about tourism boards. So it's, what does a tourism board look like? How do you actually pitch tourism boards? Because it is different from your standard brand deal, and all that goodness, and some more tourism board negotiation emails so that you can see how it is to speak to tourism boards and pitch them. And then we have our guest expert master classes. So this is where I have reached out to my network and asked some of my fellow coaching and professional friends for help to give my students some more knowledge beyond mine. So we have one for blogging, where we go into everything that you need to pretty much set up your blog for success. Then there's Pinterest for influencers, so you could drive traffic to your content. Small business accounting, which is probably one of my favorite lessons in this whole entire course. I love the small business accounting with Ashley. She just goes into what things you can write off, things to look out for in taxes, making sure that you're legal in your business, all that good stuff. And then law for influencers, that's a big one. And it's almost an hour long. As you can see, it's a whole conversation I had with Brian, who he has helped me with some contracts before, some things that I didn't catch in my brand deals. He is an amazing lawyer. And that wraps up Sponsored Bootcamp. Again, once you make this purchase on this coaching program and you join, you will have access to this for life. You will have access to the Facebook group for life and all that good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. The rest of this page will have some more details on the program. And with that being said, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And I hope to see you in Sponsored Bootcamp. So bye now.